Hello everybody, my name is Tenelin and I'm going to give you a very big spoiler warning at the start of this video. I want you to understand that this video is going to contain a lot of spoilers for the Cosmic Exploration base expansion. There's a lot of data mined information that I'm going to be talking about, so if you don't want to know what's going to be happening for the lunar exploration in particular, please don't watch this video. If you are interested in seeing what's going to be coming for the rest of this base expansion, then please stick around because there's a lot of interesting information that I'm going to be going over. A lot of this is going to be speculation on what exactly it means because all we really have for the data mine is bits and snippets of text that is in the game describing the log in particular and the fate descriptions of what the missions are between the base expansions. So let's go ahead and get into those. Okay, so on the console games wiki, they have all of the information available, and if you are interested in reading it yourself, I will have this link down in the description. What we can see is that there are a total of 16 stages for cosmic exploration for the moon exploration only. And for the most part, any of the servers right now are only working towards the 5th stage. We actually only have log 4 on Brynhilde, where I am in particular, and just to show you what I mean by that, let me pull it up in game here. You can see that we have gone through 4 stages of the log, which is what the wiki is showing there are 16 of. We have a very long way to go still. It is now essentially Saturday that I'm making this video, so this patch has been out for about 5 days and we've only hit log 4. We have 12 more logs to go, and there's a lot of interesting stuff that is in these that makes me think that we aren't done with what we're doing right now in cosmic exploration, and there's a sneaking suspicion that we actually may have an additional step for our relic tools, but that is just purely me speculating. Let me know what you think, but the fact that the relic tools go from version 0.8 to cosmic and have the same stats as the Everseekers makes me think that there might be one more step this patch. I kind of expected them to have a little bit better stats than the Everseekers, and maybe that's just incorrect, but there is some stuff in here that makes me believe that we are getting a little bit more to come. So let's go ahead and just scroll past this for now and take a look at the logs and all of the information that it's given here. Like I mentioned, Brynhilde, where I am, and a couple of other servers are at the farthest this step here, where they have just completed peaceful living in the technological leaps. We've got this new like landing pad and then some apartment buildings for the workers, and that's where we've last upgraded. The next one listed is a better home for mechs, which if you look here, the mech hangar beta preparations is what we are working towards next. So this does line up so far. Now, a lot of these updates do look to be purely cosmetic and just things that we're doing to expand the base out to make it look better. And if you watch the trailer for Cosmic Exploration, the official one from Square Enix, then you would know that there are multiple more stages of cosmetic upgrades that we're going to be having for these bases, so there's no surprise there. The next one, though, that we're going to have after that is where things start to get interesting. It shows that we're going to have a Cosmoliner northwestern radius. So that means if you take a look in game, the big problem that we have right now is the northwestern has a lot of gathering points for the relic tools, but it is a very far walk. My guess is we'll have another gate Cosmoliner that's going to go up into this area approximately, or anywhere up into the northwestern section, just to make it so we have a little bit easier of a traveling time to get to any of these relic quests. This will just be another quality of life update, so if you are looking to do your gathering relics and you don't like having to walk all the way out here right now, then maybe just wait a little bit until your server does get that upgrade. We can see in the picture here that it does have the yellow crystals around it, which is what it looks like up in that northwestern corner. The next one that we have after that is a southeastern radius Cosmoliner upgrade, so we also have the ability to press down into the southeastern area that extends out here with the same issue there are some gathering nodes that are pretty far out here. So the next one I'm a little confused on where we are looking to put this, because it says the Gleam slope is where we are doing this expansion, but if you look on the map, there's no Gleam slope that is labeled anywhere. There's a Gleam rift, so it may be over in this area that we're going to be installing a tunnel, maybe going over to the western side, I suppose, but I'm not entirely certain where it's going to be. The description does say that we're going to be pushing through a mountain, and maybe I just haven't looked around well enough to understand where this is, but I don't know exactly where we're going to be putting a tunnel or why we would be putting a tunnel. But if we do refer to the Cosmoliner Southwestern Radius, which is the next base upgrade, you can see that it actually extends the Cosmoliner through the Piercing Way tunnel, and it says that not only do rare ores allegedly exist within the Gleam slope, but it is said that ancient Allegan remains, which seem to have dropped from the heavens, were also discovered. And it gets interesting where it says, put to the right use, these new resources will prove vital to the future of cosmic exploration. Now, this is where I'm not sure if it's just going to be lore related, or if there is something that's showing that we may get some new materials, new missions, and maybe an additional step on our relic tool. Again, I'm just kind of hoping and speculating, because it is just so strange to me that they end on a 0.9 version, essentially. Using this information, though, we can figure out that the Piercing Way tunnel will be somewhere on the southwestern side. Taking a look at the area where the southwestern Cosmoliner is right now, this does look very similar to the picture that they have for the Piercing Way tunnel, so my guess is that this is where that tunnel is going to be built, and there's a good chance that we're going to be moving over into this unknown region of the map for that expansion. Our next base upgrade will be for Base Camp Gamma, which does state that it will have a couple of things, especially better living conditions and installation of supply stations, but also a few notable improvements that will help all of our workers on a daily basis. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is just fluff text to essentially brag about the base, and it is just going to be cosmetic, but we'll have to see if this actually gives us any uses. Next, we'll have Energetic Hydration, which is just essentially showing off that we get a little bit cleaner water and energy production. I think this one is going to be primarily just a cosmetic upgrade. Then we have the Cosmoport and hangars complete. So our Cosmoport and Mech hangars have been polished and improved to perfection. Each facility is connected to our energization center. This one, again, just seems like a cosmetic upgrade. I'm not sure that there's anything here. Now, there has been some speculation that we may be getting an Aetherite teleport to this area, but I'm not entirely sure if I believe that. If you look at something like the Firmament, which is the equivalent to this, there wasn't an Aetherite directly into the Firmament either during the time that we were doing Ishgardian Restoration. This could be different, and we might eventually get one, but we will have to wait and see. Our final, most interesting update is the Nadir lift. This says far in the northeast radius, the Nadir lift has been completed. We first discovered this area via drone and decided to model our engagement based on how we might investigate a foreign star. After securing safe passage, we proceeded with mining and constructing this gigantic lift using the knowledge we gained from building the Piercing Way tunnel. It then states that the Nadir is the final area into which we have yet to venture. Even so, our sights are set even further. Let us press onward with cosmic exploration. Now, Nadir is essentially an underground area, and if you do take a look at the picture that is for the next one, where we have the Cosmoliner going to the Nadir lift, it extends down, officially completing the full circuit for all of Sinus or Dorum. Difficult though the construction was, travel to those close caves filled with fungi and ethereal falls is now easier than ever. This appears to be a subterranean area up at the northeastern side of the map that we're going to be going to. Now, my guess is that this is probably going to be what this hole is here, but it could potentially be up in the further northeastern area where we're going to get a map extension into a subterranean area over here. I actually went to go explore over in this area, the northeastern side, And you can actually see that there are 3 NPCs here that are talking about how this is just the beginning. This is part of the cosmic exploration. And there is a big rock formation that does look like we're going to be breaking this down. And this is my guess where the Nadir lift is going to be built. And we're going to go down into this section on the northeastern side. Now, because there are 2 areas that we're going to be extending out to, both the Nadir lift and the Cosmoliner into the southwestern region with the Piercing Way tunnel, it does make me suspect that there may be more missions or just maybe new things that we're going to be doing still on the moon. The second to last upgrade that we'll have is the Lunar Hopopolis, and this is the one that, if I had to speculate, is where we will get the Aetheryte teleport here if we are going to get one. This says that the rainbow crystals no longer suffer the indignity of being struck by meteorites, essentially meaning that we are creating a safe spot that people could potentially teleport into. And the final upgrade is to Eternity and Beyond. And this appears to be showing off the ship that we will be using to go to new planets in the further patches, where we're going to have a new planet per patch for the rest of Dawntrail's patch cycle. Now, there are a couple of other things that we can glean from this information that's presented here, where we have the different step-by-step actions that's happening anytime any of these base expansions are taking place. These are essentially the fate descriptions of what we're going to be doing. So you can see, like, the northwestern Cosmoliner expansion will have 3 steps, same with the southeastern, and I'm sure there is a little bit more information that you could take from some of these lines, but overall, they kind of just support the ideas that I was seeing down below. I didn't see anything special jump out to me in any of these lines, but please, if you have any theories or if you want to just get your ideas out in the open, please leave them down in the comments section. I would love to hear what you think is going to be happening for cosmic exploration. Do you think we're going to get one more relic tool step to actually make a version 1.0? Do you think we're going to have an Aetheryte on the cosmic base? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more content out in the future. I would like to give a special thanks to all of my members here, and you too could become a member for only $1 a month, which will get you early access to my videos, a high quality symbol for your name down in the comments section, and a special role on my Discord. And be sure to check out my Discord if you are looking for a community that is focused around crafting and gathering, or just learning about things for Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you very much, and have a good one.